Hello, again, it's great to be back with you as we continue to look at life from a biblical perspective. You're going to be studying today in Psalm 139, and the reason we're going to have you go back to that beautiful, beautiful psalm is that to read it in its context. The verses that we shared Sunday said that God created our inmost being. He knit us together in our mother's wombs, talked about Him seeing our unformed bodies, those types of things. But as you read it in its entire context, you're just going to see this beautiful demonstration of God's sovereignty over our entire lives. And you're going to see a beautiful demonstration of our life and how God views our life and would desire us to view our lives. So that's Psalm 139. And you're going to focus there on verses 13 through 16, but the entire psalm is going to be powerful. Now, in addition to that, we're going to encourage you towards some other resources, particularly if you haven't made up your mind yet on this issue. If from a biblical standpoint you'd like to be better at making up your mind or have better evidence for that, one of the greatest theologians of our day is a guy named R.C. Sproul. He's more of a Reformed theologian, which means that he's not exactly in the same theological camp as me in some areas, but I have the deepest respect for him and the integrity of his research. And so he has a book that's called A Rational Look at an Emotional Issue. A Rational Look at an Emotional Issue. And it's by R.C. Sproul. It'll be a great book to get to kind of have a look at this issue. And then in addition to that, there's another resource by Randy Alcorn, and it's called Why Pro-Life. Now, if you're a person who's not been involved in pro-life movement and you've been more involved in pro-choice or you've been neutral in that, this is not a desire to sway you politically. What it is a desire for you to start considering some of the evidence and some of the reasons for why people take a position of the protection of the unborn life and the protection of the women who are carrying babies in the process. And so you're going to find out a very compassionate and very wise view toward the pro-life efforts as you read Randy Alcorn's book, Why Pro-Life. We actually have copies of that book available in our Resource Center. And so if you would like a copy, you can call the church office or just go by the Resource Center on Sunday and get copies of that to read. Again, Why Pro-Life by Randy Alcorn. Well, with those things in mind, we encourage you to just dig in deeper and enjoy this opportunity to find out more of what God has to say about life and your life in particular. I look forward to being with you tomorrow.